So, um, you have a lot of experience in meeting people, um, and if you could give like a broad idea, how many people, in your opinion, that you meet
Yes.
are happy? Like,
Yes.
how many of those people that come are doing the things that they love?
Very, very few.
And why is that? Is it
I guess
conditioning?
this is what is Maya. Maya.
Okay.
Like everyone wants happiness, but the inner programming, they don't do it. So many people come, I know what I should do, but somehow I don't get to do it. So these are sanskaras, conditioning. We are seeking escape. We are seeking comfort. And all this overtakes. So we have tug of war. Generally, tug of war because inward pull is for everyone. Everyone separated from God, going toward God means going for inner happiness. But the temptation of the world, the senses, pulls them outward. And if you have programming of the past, association, it pulls you in that direction. So first thing is spiritual discrimination. Viveka. Viveka is seeing what is good and what is not good. What is permanent, what is impermanent. What is happiness and what is unhappiness. When that clarity comes, then you choose the right direction. Okay. So most people go in wrong direction because they don't have clarity what is happiness and what is unhappiness. And Patanjali describes that, one of the ignorance is seeing impermanent as permanent, unhappiness or suffering as pleasure, and non-self as self, okay, and impure as pure. So one of those things is unreal as real, okay, unhappiness as happiness. So what is happiness? What people consider happiness is temporary stimulation. Like say somebody say happiness comes from money, sex or food or any stimulation. But in order to attain that, you spend lots of effort. Anything you want to attain, you need lots of effort. When you don't succeed, you regret it. Even if you get it, it takes lots of energy to sustain it. Okay. And also, after you get the pleasure, you build up attachment, tanha, craving. I want it tomorrow. And also, suppose you got the pleasure from one thing, but when your mood changes, pleasure is no more pleasure. So actually, what you see is pain is hidden in pleasure. If this understanding comes, you don't run for pleasure anymore. And I give simpler example that it makes sense. Is you are very hungry, you are ready to eat your delicious meal, and suddenly they announce that this food is poison. Even if you know it is tasty, you won't eat it because you get clarity, real and unreal. So those people who can see like pain even in pleasure, they won't get into the pain. This is why people don't get into it. They don't see this. The pleasure it overpowers them and they cannot think clearly. So this is why it requires. Other thing is satsang. Like this, we get together satsang because we are talking about something spiritual, takes you inward. But if you don't have support, you learn, you are inspired, and then your inspiration goes away. So satsang is to keep up with your inspiration, with association with other people who are on the same path, discussing, reading, practicing. This is the satsang. So another problem is laziness. Laziness. Lack of patience and perseverance. Just people do a little bit and they want quick fix and they don't get it, they get disappointed. Other thing is guilt, guilt. Like I not do perfectly, I not practice my routine, I not eat right, so they feel guilty, they run away. Okay, so there are so many things do happen that people run away from it. Okay.
Fear. I mean,
Fear.
what I notice that people
Yeah.
aren't pursuing what they think they want to do, because
Yes.
you're like 10 steps ahead in happiness.
Yes.
They haven't even thought of that yet. Fear just blocks everybody. Almost everybody I know is blocked by fear of what they think they should be doing, because they already feel failure.
Yes.
They already think they can't do it. So
And-
you're kind of like 10 steps even beyond
And
that.
last week we discussed like people in meditation, they get good experience. Okay, and they want to repeat that experience. And the practice we did earlier, like observing, who am I? Just observing. Thoughts come, ignore it. Good feeling come, don't judge it. So you go beyond that feeling. Okay, because you stay with the feeling, again you are in the mind. So really transcending the mind. So people, I think society doesn't promote it. Just society, just so much conditioning, just so much programming, that happiness is in the world. You are the body. Another illusion is you are separate. Like see, just survival. So do something for survival. So we create alienation. Also, we, besides alienation, we create, I guess, feeling of, I guess, separateness, I think, basic essence, and we project it. So this is what creates lots of illusion. Yeah. So we are connected. We are not isolated. These are all the illusions, and we are so much programmed. And programming is sanskara, so deep. So we are controlled by sanskaras. It's just like smoking is a habit, drinking is a habit, anger is a habit, worrying is a habit. So those things control us. So we have to really control all these situations.